So what they talk about in sex education?
I don't know right now.
What you think?
Probably talk about sex. I mean, it's probably what sex ed is about, and probably the human bodies and how they operate and work.
You know, it's the most important thing to learn about sex.
No.
What you think, Joy?
I don't know. That you can get pregnant?
Consent.
Oh.
Consent, right?
Yeah.
What does consent mean?
Giving someone permission.
You know what the real is about consent? Is that young girls are not old enough to give consent. You have to be of a certain age to even give consent. Did you know that?
No.
Just girls?
Boys too.
Oh.
Anybody have to be of a certain age to give consent. So you legally cannot consent to sex. You're not old enough.
Which means I can't say no or yes?
No, that means that you cannot say yes.
Oh.
That means that even if you say yes, it's not valid. That means sexual activity for you is automatically illegal.
Okay.
You ain't know that, huh?
I mean, I knew about consent, but I didn't know all that.
Yeah, you're not old enough to give consent.
Oh.
So what does it mean to give consent? How would you know if a girl was giving you consent for sex?
If they agree to it.
How would you know they agree? How would you know if somebody giving consent for sex?
I mean, like, you don't? I don't know.
It's a very simple way.
Just asking her
So how would you know if she's giving consent?
if she responds with a yes? Oh.
That's how you give consent, right? It's not some weird, unbelievable thing. You say, "Hey, can I give you a hug?" And if she say yes, then guess what? You can give her a hug, right?
Yeah.
Now, what if she don't say nothing? What if she say nothing?
Then don't give it a hug.
Then she's not consenting to a hug. If she say no, then guess what?
Don't give her a hug.
You got talking to the microphone.
Don't give her a hug.
Now, this is where consent get
Ugly?
challenging.
Oh.
What if somebody is under the influence?
Like drunk?
Yes. Especially drunk or high. Because you was born on March 17th. That's when they go and get drunk. It's your birthday. You turn 21. Everybody drunk. Now, what if she drunk and she say in a slurred voice, "Yes, you can give me a kiss." Is that consent?
No.
No.
I would never take that as consent. No. That's how you get yourself in trouble. A lot of trouble.
But just one kiss?
Well, a kiss lead to a hug and lead to clothes coming off and lead to sex. You don't even want to start down that slippery slope. That's me personally. I didn't go down those slippery slopes because it could lead to stuff that you don't want to end up happening. Me personally. Other people would say different, but that's just me. So to me, consent is most important. And consent sometimes I guess could be, I don't know, I guess some people would say that it's not always black and white, but to me, it really is. It's either she say yes, or she don't say nothing, or she say no. Or he say yes or nothing or no. The only way that consent is given and you can proceed is if it's a yes. A very clear, a very intentional, same mind, same thoughts, not inebriated or drunk or high, but very clearly yes. What if it's a yes, you can hug me. A yes, you can kiss me. A yes, you can take my clothes off.
Is she under the influence?
But a silence, no, not under influence, same. But a silence on sex.
Well, then no to sex.
I feel like you can hug and kiss, but like you can't then that means don't take her clothes off and don't have sex.
What if she say a girl could take her clothes off if she want to? What if she say yes, I'm taking my clothes off? But then don't say yes to intercourse, sex.
Leave her alone.
No. No.
Know what?
So that means she doesn't want to have sex.
Okay. Because a lot of people will say, we done went this far, what you mean? And see, and this is probably the most important factor with that is sitting here at this table right now, them feelings and emotions ain't flowing. But in the heat of the moment, and those feelings and emotions going, it could be hard to accept that she ain't say yes to go all the way. But that's when it's most important to accept it. Because a lot of young girls, and probably boys too, but in my experience, a lot of young girls, they, at 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, they may not have ever had sex. And they might be nervous about it. And leading up to it, they might feel like everything moved too fast. Or they might feel like they didn't expect for things to get this far this fast. Or whatever they feel like, whatever. And right when it get right just about to the point of actually having sex, they say, no, I can't do this. And it could be very frustrating. Because you feel like you done got over that hump. And you done got all the way to the, and she backing out. And so it make you just like, dang, it make you feel just deflated, but you still really, and it's so important in that moment in time to be respectful, to be considerate, and to accept that this person has complete and total authority over herself. And it's not for you to convince her or talk to her sweet to convince her and get her to do things that you want her to do. So to me, that consent part is the most important part of sex. What you think?
I think it's important to honor the other person's feelings and how they feel about either giving consent or not giving it, because at the end of the day, it's their choice, not yours.
Well, I don't even think it's or not giving it. To me, I always have lived by either you give consent or it's nothing. In other words, what I'm saying is a person don't have to say, I don't consent. Anything other than I do consent is a straight up no. That is it could be and you say, well, she didn't say no. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That need to be everything that's not a just straight up yes should be taken as a straight up no. And that's cool.